might be in high school right now. You might be in college right now. You might be at a dead-end job right now. And what I'm telling you is that simply in order to become successful, find what you're good at, stick at what you're good at, trust into your intuition, skill stack, believe into your intuition, meditate for a little bit, think about all your dreams and passions, close your eyes for about 10 to 15 minutes, and just breathe. Just be, and let whatever thoughts come into your mind, assess what's there for you, and make sure you act on whatever spirit or wherever God you believe in tells you in that silent period, and actually act on those goals. Once you actually act on those goals, that's when God will reward you. Once you actually act on those goals, that's when God is going to give you the blessing of being free.
Self-improvement leads to success. I was always socially awkward with kids around my age because they're never on my level of thinking.
As arrogant as that sounds, it was true. While I read books on philosophy, financial literacy, and spirituality, they just focused on what was in front of them, while I focused on what was beyond me, which was my reality. Living in Ceremon and growing up in Northern California, there was a major difference between me and other kids. I grew up in Oakland, California myself, in 1966, and really with that, it was a huge, major cultural difference between me and other people. I always felt like from growing up in that one community to moving to the other community, I feel like it was always a split between myself. When I was younger, so a freshman or a sophomore, I always felt like I never understood where I was supposed to be. Of course, I was a sheep in the herd. Sometimes, and most of the times, I'd be following the crowd, following what my friends were doing. I'd never actually go ahead and do what I wanted to do because I was afraid to leave my comfort zone. When I finally left my comfort zone and took the leap of faith and actually did what I wanted to do, it was an isolation period. I had no friends with me at the time, not at all. It was just myself. I was that stoner kid that would sit by himself and read books. Of course, that sounds weird, but if you really think about it, those moments of loneliness and that period really built me up to become the man that I am right now. Now let's touch back on that subject, the loner, stoner kid. In high school, we had a little baseball field that was tucked up in the cuts, and not so many people went there unless they wanted to have sex or smoke weed and shit. That was my spot. I did plenty of business there, both of those things, not to brag on myself, but what I'm saying is that was my spot because I didn't want to sit around anyone that wasn't on my level or on my vibration, if I could say. What I'm really saying is that during that time and during that period, since no one was there, I would simply just be with myself, and I would enjoy that period. I was kind of an outcast, if you ask me, because of my way of thinking. A lot of people were only focused on the shit that was in front of them, while I was focused on things that were way beyond me, like spirituality, talking to God, philosophy, and plenty and many more things that, 17, 16, and 18-year-olds aren't really talking about these days. But one thing I realized during that time, I found my true self. I wasn't chasing after an image. I wasn't doing any bullshit just to fit in the crowd. I was truly enjoying my peace. When it was time to throw that hat up in the air and say, "Congratulations," I had a straight ass face on. Of course I smiled and shit, of course. But in my mind, I knew it was time to play the game. And I played that game. The game, I'm still playing it right now. What the game is, it's the game of life. Simply when you choose the entrepreneurial route, you're taking a risk on yourself. You're truly believing in yourself. You're risking everything and anything to achieve that success for yourself. God doesn't want you to be afraid. He wants you to believe. Believe Believe that you can achieve the goals that you set for yourself. Believe that you can go ahead and live the life that you want to live. Believe that you can actually become your future self. Believe that you can act as your higher self to reach that future self. You truly have to understand that you create your reality. You could go to college, do all that shit if you want to, but make sure you make the most of it. Because eventually, while I didn't go to college, and what I realized is that most of the time, 9 times out of 10, people who go to college, they get assigned a purpose instead of creating their own purpose. And that's what I did not want for me. So what I'm telling you, like, I became a life insurance agent and created my own foundation and built my own lifestyle, which I'm continually building right now for myself. I built that shit because I didn't want to be building someone else's foundation for them. I already did that shit for 2 years at Jersey Mike's and I fucking hated it. That shit was so depressing. Not even to me, it was just a whole fucking environment, bro. That shit it's not it, I'm telling you. You could grind it up, you could stack it out, you could do whatever the fuck you want to. But at the end of the day, during that period, it's fucking depressing, bro. I'm telling you. With the freedom of being an entrepreneur and the freedom I have now to do whatever the fuck I want to do, this shit is truly a blessing. And I want you not to only follow my footsteps, but take what I'm saying into consideration, because you might be in high school right now, you might be in college right now, you might be at a dead-end job right now, and what I'm telling you is that simply in order to become successful, find what you're good at, stick at what you're good at, trust into your intuition, skill stack, believe into your intuition, meditate for a little bit, think about all your dreams and passions, close your eyes for about 10 to 15 minutes, and just breathe. Just be, and let whatever thoughts come into your mind, assess what's there for you, and make sure you act on whatever spirit or wherever God you believe in tells you in that silent period, and actually act on those goals. Once you actually act on those goals, that's when God will reward you. Once you actually act on those goals, that's when God is going to give you the blessing of being free. You could either be a master or you could either be a slave. Which one do you want to be? You could either be a distributor or you could either be a consumer. Which one do you want to be? This is your life. Don't live it for other people. This is your life. Don't live it for anyone else. This is your life. Make sure you make the most of it. Believe in yourself and anything will come true. Don't just manifest shit blindly and be a dumbass. Make sure you put actions behind those goals. If I could do it, working at Jersey Mike's and flipping my life around in just 3 months with focused work, bro, anyone can literally do anything. This is just the beginning of my journey. I've been in the industry for about 4 months now. I can say for a fact my whole life has changed. I just made a video about how I lost 10 bands and I just made that shit back to fucking back, my nigga. I'm so fucking serious, bro. This shit is so... It's just crazy to say that, bro. Because of the industry that I'm in. And not only because of that, because I believe in myself. Because I know I could do that shit. Because I know I have the ability to flip and move around and do whatever the fuck I want to because I am free. Open your mind, adapt a growth mindset, and you will be free too. Believe in yourself and you will live free. Do you have faith? Do you have faith? Then fucking take action, bro.